video. Today I am filming a very special video. I'm going to be filming myself getting ready for one of my dearest friend's wedding. She's getting married tonight to a wonderful man, and I'm so happy for her and I'm so excited for her. And I thought, why not film myself getting ready without talking your ear off about all the details of why I'm so excited. Let's get into the video. So the first thing I'm doing is spraying on some of this Mario Badescu facial spray. This has rose water, aloe, and herbs. I got mine at Urban Outfitters for $7, but you can find it at Ulta for $5, and I really like this stuff for days where my skin feels really sensitive and like kind of red. So my second step is going to be putting on some primer. This is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. This is the small size. I also have the big size. On days where I want my makeup to last and look beautiful all day, I wear this. And I just apply this all over my face. So it does smooth out my skin and like, it doesn't necessarily fill pores, but it makes my skin look beautiful. So now I'm gonna grab my Makeup Forever Ultra HD. And this is in the shade 118 or Y325. I'm just gonna dot this on my face, and then I'm gonna grab my Morphe M439 brush. This is it right here. So that wasn't quite enough coverage, so I'm gonna go in one more time with one more layer, and I just dab it in.
I'm gonna probably just cry like a little baby. My friend's getting married, it's crazy. Oh, God.
So now I'm gonna take the ME46. I really love this guy for my under eyes. You can see it's kind of has a slant going, and it works amazing for the under eyes. All right, so the next thing I'm doing is I'm throwing on some of this Sephora Bright Future, was it Corrector? And I'm gonna throw this under my eyes, just where I have darkness. I'm not like trying to get all crazy. I just wanna get where the darkness is. Excuse me, Maxie, what are you doing, buddy? So I'm gonna take this guy here. It's the Real Technique sponge. It's a really great sponge. They sell it for about $7 at Ulta. And I'm going to take the flat side and get my under eyes. So now you can see my eyes look orange, but that's good because it's covering up the darkness. And so next I'm gonna go in with my Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay. And this is in light warm. So I just kind of messily throw it under there, and oh, it's actually like cold, and it feels really good. So I'm gonna take the same flat side of my sponge, and I'm going to spread this out. It's the best way I could put that. Pretty much where my eye socket is, and a little bit on my cheekbones. I'm gonna throw it just to highlight me a naturally glowy look. This is the easiest trick ever to look awake. I take what's left over on my forehead and down my nose. All right, so in the interest of not creasing at all today and locking it in, I'm gonna take my Laura Mercier Invisible Setting Powder with my sponge, and I'm gonna set it under my eyes to bake, and I'm gonna try and have all the fallout I'm gonna get fall back into the cap, because this powder is expensive. I've tried the Airspun powder, and it just didn't work for me, albeit it was like 3 or 4 years ago when I first used it. So I've been considering getting it again because it's only $10 or even less than that. I'm not even sure, but should I try it again? I don't know. On to the rest of my powder. So I'm going to take my Morphe E3 right here. I don't know if you can see. E3 is an E3. It's an E3, and it's just pointed. I'm obsessed with these like tulip brushes lately. I'm just like obsessed with them. I want to buy like every single one. So this right here is the RCMA No Color Powder, and I use this all over my face with this brush, and I just kind of set. I just set my entire face because I want to. I'm gonna do this one. This is my Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion, or I don't know, but it's a 20M. Then I'm going to take my Morphe G4, and it's just angled angled contour brush or something. I don't know what they call it. But I'm gonna take it, I'm going to put it, I'm gonna take it like this. I'm gonna kind of tuck the bottom part into my cheekbone. And it really like cups my cheekbone for a good bronze. Like, oh God, look at that. I seriously love this bronzer. I also really like the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I talk about that all the time. It's on my Instagram. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, I'll link it down below. But on my Instagram, there's a couple posts where I talk about how much I love the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And I have both of them. And I wanted to show you. I didn't show you my last video, but I don't know if you see that. It's a very natural, it's a matte bronze, this one. They have shimmer bronzes. This one's matte. Let me get a little bit closer. And look at that. It is beautiful. And yeah, if you have not tried it yet, it is high end, so it is a bit pricier. But if you can afford it, try it out. If you cannot, try out the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, because that's another one that just gives you a natural, beautiful glow. And that one smells like pina coladas. Real Techniques brush, they don't sell it by itself, they should. But they don't, it's nice and dirty because I use it a lot. But it comes in a set of 3 different brushes, a bigger face one, a smaller one for your eyes, and then this guy. So today I'm gonna go in with this cooler shade right here. It's a little bit darker. I'm gonna mix it with the one in the middle, and I'm just gonna tap. Oh, and it's the Shade Light Contour Palette from Kat Von D. And I'm just going to lightly contour just under where I bronzed. And it just adds a little bit. Let's see. Oh. And it just, what I love about this is it's duo fiber and it blends it for you so easily. And it just puts on the littlest amount, just what you need. You know, if you want, like, I like a subtle contour. I don't like it to be too stark. My camera overheated, so I took the time to let it cool off. And while I did that, I filled in my brows. These are, I use the brow definer in medium brown, and I use the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Gel Plumper, whatever the gel they have to set it. And these are a little bit more bold than I normally do on a day-to-day basis, but again, going to an event, so let's go all out. I also prime my eyes using the Nars Smudge Proof eyeshadow base, and I'm always double priming because I have the worst creasing, oily lid issues ever. So I'm gonna go over what I just did with Matte's Soft Ochre. I don't know if you can see that. It's just a more yellow toned neutral color. And I'm going to take these, this brush from Real Techniques. This is their Deluxe Crease Brush, and I'm just going to tap in there and then tap one side, then tap the other with. Alright, so today I'm using this palette from MAC. This is their Warm Neutral palette. This, they used to sell for like 80 bucks, way too much money, but I had birthday money. I bought this year before last. Now I believe they took down the price from that to, I believe, 65, I want to say, which is a lot more reasonable. And I think they realized that they weren't selling as much with that kind of price point, because other palettes, I mean, they're not that expensive normally. So here it is, Warm Neutrals. It's beautiful. I thought I would use this for today. Brule. And it's just a good, like, light cream kind of shade. I'm just going to set under my eyebrows for one. It's a natural kind of highlight there. So this shade right here is Saddle, and I love Saddle. So I'm going to take my MAC 217 brush. So I've had it for so long that the letters are coming off, and no matter how much I wash the bristles, it's stained. And go into my crease. And I have slightly hooded eyes, so I always check by opening my eyes to see, like, can you see it? No, let's go a little bit higher. So I take the brush that I was using before and I blend the edges. I don't add any more shadow or anything. I use that to soften the edges here on the top. And now I'm going to take the darker shade above that, which is Dance in the Dark. I believe this is Dance in the Dark. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the way it's set up, I think it's Dance in the Dark. I'm going to barely tap in on the edge, barely. And I just put it on the bottom edge here. You can kind of see it on the bottom right there. And I'm careful about just placing it right in the bottom part of my crease. So I'm actually wanting just a little bit more than this brush can give me. So I'm gonna go in with this brush right here, which is the Royal and Langnickel. And it's super pointed, and I just wanna get into the crease here. Really get the detail. So I think I'm going to, I was wanting to use this palette earlier, but I decided to use the MAC one, but I think now I'm going to put like a nice bright matte shade, keep it matte. I'm gonna do sweetness on it, and then I think I'll put some of the transforming pearl. Never used that one. So I'm just going to use this brush. This is the Elizabeth Mott All Over Shadow Brush, and I'm going to go into sweetness from the IT Cosmetics, what is it, Naturally Beautiful Romantics palette. Onto the inner part of my lid, barely going over any darkness there. Just to kind of like blend it and bring it all together. And you know, I really didn't like that shade. I really don't like how this turned out, that shade. What is this one? Dance in the Dark. It is kind of patchy. I don't like it. So I think I'm going to go back in with this palette, Trust. I'm gonna do Trust, and it's like this muted kind of navy color, and I'm just gonna go over it with that because I'm not happy with Dance in the Dark. I do not want to dance in the dark with this. And you always want to blend. You never want to skip the blending step. I am loving it. Okay, now I'm going to take this little guy here. This just came in a Sonia Kashuk thing I got a long time ago. You can see it's like all faded off. But it's just like a nice flat liner brush, and I'm gonna go in to, I'm kind of mad at my MAC, so I'm just gonna focus on this guy right now. I'm gonna go into Mystery. I'm gonna take this and put it under my eye. And I'm going to line my upper lids. I'm gonna try and do this carefully. And now I'm just gonna cheat. I know a lot of people are gonna cringe at this, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm gonna take my Dutch Brothers cards. This is the nearest thing to me. Hey, Dutch Mafia. And I'm going to take that same Mystery and kind of cat my eye a little bit. And I'm going to realize how much I hate it. I messed that up. Make sure it's lined up correctly, otherwise you're gonna have a hot mess like I just did. So I'm going to really make sure this time, because last time I messed up. I'm going to, it's not gonna be anything that's too much. It's like that, and then I'm actually going to blend that in just a little bit. Thankfully, I still have a bunch of the powder from before under my eyes so that I can sweep away any of the fallout that happens. So I'm going to wipe off all the excess here onto this, and then I'm going to soften that line a little bit right here with the same brush I used to put it on. And I'm going to blend it in to, can't think of the word. I'm gonna blend it into the shades, the eyeshadow that I already have in the outer V. This is the NYX City Proof 24-hour waterproof gel liner, and I really, really like it. And I'm gonna get my tight line up here. I'm gonna take this brush that I used earlier and just sweep away any powder that remains from my base. So I'm gonna go down here and apply it on my waterline. I think I'm just going to do Adore, the shade right here. Barely put it on here and just blending out. You have to work a little faster than I did because it does set kind of quickly, but I'm doing all right. While I was letting my camera charge, I was also deciding how I wanted to do my highlight and everything in my blush, and I decided to do a mixture of Gilded Honey from Laura Geller and Beige from Bobbi Brown. With these two shades, I'm gonna start off with the Laura Geller, and then I'm gonna go over that with some of the Beige. And I'm just gonna, I like to do my highlight before I do my blush. That works best for me, so I'm going to use this Eco Tools. It was in the Alicia So. All right. So what I was saying before is I'm going to use Embellish by Tarte, and it's just kind of like this mauvey bronzy color. I don't know. I thought it would look really good. And I'm using my Morphe E4. I'm putting that, and I like to focus my blush on the outer part and then bring it in. I feel like it elongates my face, and it makes it look less round. So this is a beautiful shade. And I'm just kind of putting that in between where I put my bronzer and my highlight, and it just does magical things. Magical things. Now it's time to highlight my inner eye, and I'm going to use and bring the drama. I'm gonna drag it on the inner corner right here just a little bit. Alright, so now I'm going to put on my MAC False Lashes Maximizer. This is an eyelash primer, and this works really great if you don't have the most lashes to work with. It will make any mascara you put over it do magic on your little baby lashes. And now I'm going to go in with Lash Sensational by Maybelline. This is the Black Pearl one, by the way. Black Pearl. I don't like this on its own. It's just like okay, but over this primer, it actually looks really nicely. It has like this interesting wand. It's curved, but like the ones down here are longer and the ones on the top on the inside are shorter. I mean, do you see my lashes? It's one coat of this and my lashes are like va va voom. It's a great lash primer if you want the effect of false lashes without actually having to wear false lashes. I'm going to go in with Soar. It's my absolute favorite MAC lip liner. Oh, so I should probably tell you. Now I'm putting on Nice to Meet You from MAC. This beautiful, like, reddy, pinky shade. I love it. And it's from their Flamingo Park line. Alright guys, that concludes my video for today. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to subscribe for more videos, and don't forget to click that lovely little like button down there, and I will be seeing you in my next one. Bye!
Isn't this Betsy Johnson dress just like, keep doubting my boobs. My boobs just look so good in it. It makes my boobs look so nice, but it's like this most, don't look at my closet, never mind. Ugh, my closet is a mess. Okay, this is my first like big girl dress, and I feel so like out of place in it. I look, look at this. Okay, but girl dress. I don't feel right in it. Oh my god. So I curled my hair and I spent like a lot of time curling it and it's already starting to fall flat. I need to stop touching it. That's my problem. Do you want to say hi to the camera? You want to say hi? Hi. What's your name? Annabelle. Do you like to do videos? What do you want to do videos of? Pokemon X Hey, Mimu. Speaking of my other daughter,